Hey guys, today I want to talk about senior citizens in the Philippines. Where's a great place for people that are in their 70s? They don't want to be running around with girls. Or maybe they do, maybe older women or something like that, but they're looking for a place where they can just kind of fit in, relax, and chill. And they're looking for senior living type living situations. And I don't want people to think that they're not out there in the Philippines, but guess what? Trece Martires is starting to cater to people like that. The park here, I was talking to the guard at the front, and the guard was telling me, he said that the park here, the place down here, the place I show once in a while, the in the middle of the park, there's like a big pavilion there, and they just rebuilt it, and they put in some bathrooms, really nice bathrooms, I might add. Sorry for the noise here, guys, there's a little bit of wind. And they cleaned up the park really, really good. It's really amazing how clean it is. There's a lot of leaves blowing around, but I mean, they cleaned it up, but the next morning there's leaves on the ground anyway. But anyway, they're talking about putting like a picnic area up there, a place where senior citizens can sit and hang out, just chill out, maybe play dominoes, chess, checkers, or just sit and chat with your best friend, or have a lunch or a picnic there or whatever. It's kind of nice to be able to just sit and relax sometimes. A lot of the guys here, they tend to focus on the girl thing all the time. And there's more to life than just that, let's face it. There just is. I mean, a lot of us got all that stuff out of our systems when we were younger. And there's some people here that haven't. And that's okay too, that's their prerogative, I'm not trying to put them down or anything, that's their thing. But I mean, as I age, I noticed that I want more time for myself and just for me and my girlfriend to just get out and do stuff. A lot of people here are immature expats, and they'll put you down for stuff. Oh man, you should be out there dating. You should be, dating these 18-year-old girls and stuff like that and all this. And it's kind of immature because most of us have grown up and, we just become our own person and we know who we are. I don't need somebody else to complete me. You know what I mean? I think a lot of guys feel the same way. They just don't need somebody to complete them anymore. I have my girlfriend. I love my girlfriend, and we get along really well. I consider her my other half. You know what I mean? She really helps me a lot around the house. It helps me do things, helps me with the charity work and the channel and with all the other expats. She's done phenomenal work. But what I mean by that when I say I don't need somebody to complete me is this. I don't need to be running around trying to find the perfect person. I just don't need that. My girlfriend fits all my needs. I don't need to go out there and keep looking. And some of the guys here, they come, and I think they've grown accustomed to going through divorces or having issues in their life, that they think that they have to constantly be chasing after the next person because this person's going to do the same thing that the last person did or something like that. I've grown past that. That's why I've been with my girlfriend for 9 years. A lot of people have a lot of untreated mental illness. They've had issues with people leaving them, so they kind of have that issue where they have to keep on chasing after people and stuff like that because they know that this person's, and it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, I guess, that, a lot of guys here promote, because when you're chasing after all these single women, after a while you're going to break off with that one because something comes up that you didn't like or something like that, and it's something minor and something you could probably work out, but they don't know how to work it out because they've never learned how to work with those issues. And that's a huge problem for a lot of guys over here. I notice is that the guys that are single over here, a lot of them will never settle down, or some of them, when they do settle down, they settle down with a girl for 6 months and then they're on to the next one. That's the way they want to live their lives. They've chosen to make that their life, and it's kind of sad to watch that sometimes, to see that. And I kind of feel bad for those guys sometimes because they never get they never find a decent woman over here where in the land where there is so many decent women over here. The women over here are much different than American women, and they have their own set of issues. And you have to understand that when you get over here, that a lot of the women, some of them are a little bit more naive, the younger ones, and as they age, they're decent women. You can find some decent women over here, beautiful women too. And you know, there's a lot of guys here are, I don't know, they're just immature in their ways, the way they look at relationships. They put this value on women that women are a lot lower than them. And it's not a thing that they've taken from the United States, from the feminism. I think that they just put women a little bit lower on the totem pole, let's put it that way. And I don't think it helps expats over here when we look at women that way, because I think we should put women on the same level as us, at least. You know, that they're equal to us, you know. And when I say that, it sounds like I'm trying to say that I agree with the women back home, and I don't. You know, the feminism and stuff like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that I think we just kind of, a lot of people over here just kind of demean women. And when I hear the way they talk about women sometimes, and I'm not talking the majority of expats, it's not the majority, it's the minority of expats over here. They even go after the wrong women, you know, and that's the first mistake right there, is going after the wrong women. And it's like they think they're gonna save these people that are maybe a prostitute, maybe they're poor, maybe they're poverty stricken or no education. They think they're gonna save these people and they're gonna give these people a better life and all this stuff. And then these people start smartening up as to what the person is about that they're with, that the person is just a jerk. And it's usually the people, and again, I'm gonna say not all of them. A lot of these people that go after these women with no education, they're going after those women because they think that they can train them, they can bring them up and show them how to treat them. And I'm not sure if I agree with that or not. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I just kind of feel kind of icky about that. It's when I hear people saying that, the ick factor goes way up, the ick meter, you know. It just feels kind of icky when people start talking like that I'm going to train this woman and teach her what to do. You know, you cannot really do that with a woman here, because they're going to catch on, and after a while they're going to get burned out on it and sick of it. You know, I've seen a lot of guys come over here and they talk right in front of their women about the way that they can train the woman and teach the woman and stuff like that. It's like, whoa, you know, like I wouldn't be saying that in front of the girl. You know, but they do sometimes, and it's not often. You know, every once in a while I'll meet a guy like that. We have a good bunch of guys in our group, and most of the guys in our group are perfect people. They're real, you know, they have their small imperfections, but they're not like that. But I run into these guys every so often that come to visit our group or to see our group, and they ask me, do you think you have room for one more or something like that? And sometimes I have to tell them no, or sometimes I'll tell them, you know, I don't want to be a jerk and put you down or something like that, but I just don't think you're a fit for the group. And I can see it usually right away, usually within, you know, an hour or two of talking to them. You can see what type of person they are. Our group is pretty wholesome bunch of guys. We're really a good bunch of guys. I'm not saying we're perfect, but we're not bad people. Most of our guys are good, decent, honest guys that just want to come over here, relax, chill, retire, and enjoy life, you know. And I'm not anybody's boss over here or anything like that, but if you join our group, we do like to keep things low key. We don't want any people that are going to bring trouble to our group. We don't want to bring any people into our group that are going to cause issues. We don't want to have any of that crap here, you know, and nor would you. And nobody in the group wants to have drama in the group. And the second we see a lot of drama going on in the group, that somebody brings drama into somebody else's realm, you know, that's when you're gone. You know, we just tell you, you're not working out. We're not going to invite you to the dinners anymore. Sometimes we'll give them a chance if it's something minor. We'll just say, hey, listen, we're not going to put up with that, so please don't do it. You know, and sometimes people will apologize, sometimes they won't. Sometimes you can just tell that they're not going to work out and you just let them go. But that's part of having a group. No matter what type of group you have, occasionally, you know what, you're going to have to kick some people out. you know, this too shall pass, you know. You just kick them out, and sometimes the people kick their feet and, you know, they get mad and angry and stuff like that. You know, it'll get over after a while. You know, it works its way out after a while. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope you enjoyed today's show.